Harry and Meghan Markle were sensationally booed at the World Series face-off between the Dodgers and the Toronto Blue Jays when they were beamed up on the big screen. Have a look. Oh, I can see these two dining out on this for years to come. Will they blame racism? Will they blame anti-ginger bigotry? What's the story here?
Oh my goodness, the look on Prince Harry's face when it registers that they're being booed, you could tell that really affects him. This is interesting because recently an LA-based crowdsourcing site called Ranker named Meghan Markle the #1 most disliked celebrity in the United States. They polled 48,000 people. Prince Harry wasn't far behind, ranking 3rd on the list, with only convicted sex offender Sean Diddy Combs separating the pair. The reaction they received at the World Series seemed to confirm this sentiment when Meghan and Harry appeared on the Jumbotron while sitting front row in front of all of these athletic greats. Like, why should they be on the front row? Where is your son Archie, Harry? Why are you always dragging your bride? The crowd erupting in boos. It's a clear reminder that they may not be as admired as they believe they are.
Well, not even in the US. We know what the Brits think about them and what Australians think about them. But even in the US, where you would think in California with celebrity culture, they would have some standing. But no, even the Yanks are sick of them. Now, that wasn't the only time Prince Harry copped a brutal slap down this week. He was also mocked on comedian Hassan Minhaj's show about his memoir and life in the US. Let's have a listen.
Hey, do you like my Cybertruck?
You guys out there, you cannot laugh like this. We're having a real thing.
No, but by the way, the laughter, it's encouraging. Is it encouraging or is it mocking me? I'm not sure. Come on, y'all.
He can't be too upset about that, can he?
Look, according to a 2023 New Yorker profile, comedian Hassan Minhaj fabricated personal stories about experiencing racism in his stand-up specials and interviews, basically saying he's an insincere and problematic race baiter. This is the perfect view for Prince Harry, since he married one of those as well. This is a huge PR fail on Harry's team, and he looked silly. The guest made fun of him, and was given this big opportunity. So if I were Harry and Meghan's publicist, I would probably be looking for another job.
Well, I wasn't aware of Hassan's form in this area. That is very, very interesting indeed. Now let's talk about Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau. One of Katy Perry's friends has revealed to the Daily Mail why she loves Justin so much. And apparently it's because, and I'm quoting here, she's very into astrology and she loves that he is an earth sign, a Capricorn. She is a Scorpio, like a total typical Scorpio. So she is very driven and headstrong. So she likes having an earth sign as a boyfriend because it grounds her. This is a quote from the friend Kinsey. I think I lost around 20 IQ points just reading that out. I mean, really, she can't be that daft.
I think that we just don't understand this because we're not astronauts. And when you're an astronaut, you need a boyfriend that grounds you, okay? If she's specifically looking for a boyfriend that grounds her, perhaps it's just because life in space is hard and maybe one day we'll get there.
Yes, maybe she's mixing up astronomy and astrology. Maybe the two can be brought together by the power of Katy Perry. We can only hope. Now, this is ugly. Listen to this. Former CNN news host Don Lemon has been labelled a hypocrite after telling the co-host of his new digital show that he thinks Megyn Kelly looks trans and that she's clockable, which they then Google and realise the term means you can easily identify or clock a person as being transgender. Have a listen.
Megyn Kelly, my final words, kind of looks like a Barbie doll covered in like WD-40.
I think she looks trans.
Let's end on that note.
She looks, she looks clockable.
I'm lost for words. I mean, what is he looking at? Megyn Kelly is objectively beautiful. She's a beautiful woman. There's no doubt about whether she's a woman. And what an ugly attack from someone like Don Lemon, who has said some fairly questionable things in the past whilst he was an anchor at CNN.
And isn't it interesting about how it's always about women? You know, he's not this critical and hateful about and judgmental about other men. What he got fired for at CNN was talking about, women. So this just feels like it's perfect, right in his wheelhouse. But imagine if you or I said the same thing about a liberal woman. We would be canceled. We would be absolutely destroyed for it. Why does he get a pass? Is it because Kelly is considered a conservative woman? I think it's, again, another example of the tolerant left showing their true colors, how absolutely hateful they can be.
Before you go, just quickly, actress Jamie Lee Curtis has clarified remarks she made about Charlie Kirk in the days following his death. This is after she copped backlash, Kinsey, because she didn't celebrate his death. She's got a bit of a far left following this one.
Yeah, and she said that she was mistranslated when she said that she wished him well, and that she wasn't intending to speak about Kirk in a very positive way, but was talking about his faith. So a woman that stands up after a man is murdered and says, we shouldn't be applauding this, he's a father and a man of faith, is now taking that back. Make this make sense. She is apologizing for saying it was horrible that he was murdered.